Hi, welcome back. My name is Emily. I'm so happy that you decided to stop by today because I have some fun inspiration using some new products from iCrafter. You can see on the packaging how this Box Pops Scooter Love die is meant to be used. It's meant to coordinate with the original Box Pop card. But I wanted to share with you how you can stretch your supply and create a really fun card size that is an A7 card, and that measures 5x7. And of course I also wanted to share how you can fit this on a standard A2 size card panel as well. So I went ahead and you could see me pick out all of the dies in this set and just went ahead and cut out all of my pieces here that I needed for my scooters. And you can see I need to be a little creative here with my scooters, since these come with a base plate that you can pop into the Box Pops to make this stand up inside of that interactive card. But I didn't need that piece, and since there are wheels in this set that will cover up my cuttings, it didn't need to be perfect. So I just cut it, and now I will cover a lot of that up. And you can see I have a little bowl there. I like to collect all of my cut pieces into small containers when I'm working, because otherwise it's easy to miss them on your table when you are creating. So that is really a good tip if you have a lot of die cut pieces like I'm having here. And I'm speeding this up quite a lot because I fiddled around with all of these small pieces. It's really helpful to have some sort of tool just to make sure that you are aligning everything. And you can see I picked different shades of pink and silver for this one. And it also comes with this basket in the front of the scooter. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit off camera here. And I just cut out the flowers a couple of times to make the flower arrangement pop a little bit more on top of our scooter here. So I'm just imagining that is how do you say this, floating over the basket. Yeah, I think it looks really pretty. And then I attached my balloons here with some dimension to the strings, so it comes with that separate little die that you can cut. And I wanted 2 scooters for my card, and since there is only 1 scooter in this card, I was a little bit creative and turned my die cut piece around, and I will use my bone folder just to flatten all of the cutting out. You probably notice when you are cutting with a good cutting plate that you get some really nice impressions, but when you're turning your die cut piece around, you don't want those indentations on your panel. So that is what I'm using my bone folder to do. And I wanted 2 scooters, one in one direction and one in the other direction, so that is why I'm taking the time to do this. So it's really easy when you just have sort of all round pattern paper like I'm having here, but when you come to metallic cardstock that has one nice side and one that is just white, you have to remember to cut the piece from the back side of your paper, if that makes sense, so that the pretty side is up. Yeah, a lot of talking here. I popped some pieces up and some pieces are glued flat down. I probably will show you later on here. Here I have my 5x7 card panel, and I will now go ahead and assemble this card. And for my sentiment in this set, it's Be Mine, and I just decided to go with that. If you wanted to create a birthday card or you could create a really nice wedding card with this, maybe 2 scooters meeting in the middle of the card on a slimline panel, then you can switch the sentiment out and do whatever. But for my card, I thought it was really sweet. And I also love when you can combine happy colors like this and just have them come together like this. This is actually the best part of a card making process in my mind, when you can see all the colors and your imagination of how this was going to look and how it actually turned out in the end. I just love it. And of course I love my dimensions, so I spent some time, you can see here how much foam tape I used to the backside, and popped nearly all of my hearts and the scooter and everything up. And yeah, I just fiddled around. I didn't press anything down until I really liked the position of everything, and then I pressed it lightly down, and I used some wet glue, and of course I cut out my sentiment a couple of times from just regular white cardstock, and then I used my nice glitter cardstock on top of it, and some sequins from Pretty Pink Parts just to get another like sparkling element on this card, and a Wink of Stella or a Spectrum Noir markers, and then I also used a marker from Nuvo that it's gold toned for my flowers, and I raised my panel off because you need a little bit more dimension, right? And then I just popped this up. So this was the first card, and I hope you like this idea by taking something that is meant for something else and just turn it into a standard card. I love how this project turned out. And then I had another project. You can see here I splattered a panel, and I wanted some more interest to this A2 size panel, so I'm going in every quarter, 1 inch maybe. I'm so bad at the measurements in on this scoreboard, but yeah, I used equal amount of space between my lines, and then I created a second scooter, and I popped everything up, and I pretty much created as I did on my previous card, and I cut out the sentiment as well, Be Mine, and of course I forgot to mention that I'm using cream colored cardstock. I really like how that contrasts to the really bright and white Nina Solar White that I'm using for all of my card bases. So that is it. I hope you like this card, and of course I couldn't leave it as is. I needed some white marks. I just think that really finish off a project nicely with those highlights. So if you like this project, please give this video a thumb up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so yet. And I will also have a coordinating blog post over at iCrafters website. I will leave links down below for that, and of course the products that I'm using in this video. Until next time, have a great day. Bye!